Orion's hunting party found themselves once again bogged down in their travels by the fetid swamps of Nurgle's corruption. The decomposing piles of biomatter and grasping spiked tentacles held much more life than these swamps normally boasted. The lands to the south of where the river ruins corrosive sludge that was referred to loosely as water dumped into the Shattered Stone Bay was typically a toxic barren wasteland where only the hardiest or most warped could survive for long. The God King noted that his attacks on the area would need to be conducted with lightning speed and brutal efficiency if he was to single-handedly fight a war on two fronts against Gorth's undead hordes and the Vile Tide led by the greater demon Ugath Plaguefather. Lord Ikarin was moving slowly through the ruined countryside of Estalia, his hunters keeping their bows ready to scythe down any would-be ambushing rats. The filthy creatures seemed to spring in numbers uncountable from every cave and ruined town or hamlet. The Azrai would drive them back into fabled Skavenblight itself, and flood their repulsive tunnels with the blood of the slain vermin. The lesser races had allowed for the rise of the Skaven Empire, Estalia and Talea under their very noses. It was once again up to the Azrai to put things right. The Dark Weaver Otrolio was rewarded as a heroine for her actions defending Castle Carcassonne from the hulking goblin Rom the Paunch. While celebrations were held and their garrison was joined by a new Waystalker, she wisely took the time to keep watch on the horizon and focus on healing the wounds sustained in the brutal siege. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to the orcs, Ariel, Queen of the Woods, was speeding towards the massive Orcal with vengeance in her heart. As Durthu, eldest of the Treemen Ancients, had also returned with a host of forest spirits, the Greenskins would learn just how fragile their fortress was when faced with the true wrath of LAURALORN. Others outside of the Asuran Empire called for aid in the eternal war against chaos. The Kislevites, led by the fanatical firebrand leader of the Great Orthodoxy, and even the malevolent handmaidens of Coel, were on the back foot against their enemies, and could likely be persuaded to work with LAURALORN for the low cost of having their factions saved from total annihilation. First, though, would be the punishing of Reichland. Rundwyl moved to raise Altdorf, and defeat Sigmar's Chosen on the field of battle. It would be far easier to keep the Imperials in line if they saw Kurnos triumph over their pitiful Sigmar. And Lord Findle had finally cornered the Elector Count of Solid, attempting to flee back to Altdorf with goods plundered from raids in our lands. Death would be their only escape from the forest. And welcome on in everyone to part 15 of our Orion campaign. In today's episode, we are here once more with Lord Findle. He has been starting off most of our episodes the past couple ones here, but he has himself a nice battle against the Elector Count of Solid. He has several heroes on in here, one of them on a demograph. I'm not sure if the other one is, we'll see in just moments, but he is a warrior priest or an arch-lector, and he actually is going to be giving the Strength of the Penitent out to his entire army, so his entire crew is going to have an additional 18 melee defense and 12% physical resistance as long as they are in melee and losing combat. So it only lasts for every 15 seconds. There's like a 3-second window where it has to cool down. But that's going to make his units a lot more tanky, at least in the melee. Our missile troops, which is really where most of our damage is going to be coming from, is going to still be doing a ton of work. He's got himself several elite archers himself with these lovely Leopard Company. And some Death's Hand handgunners, which are just a tier higher than your normal handgunners. And they've got themselves some lovely masks. They're bringing style to the forefront. The Arch-Lector and Elector Count of Solid, which actually, thankfully for us, the Elector Count of Solid does not actually give them too many good benefits. Crossbows, veteran swordsmen, veteran warriors across the board on both sides here. Let's see who will become victorious. We have our shadow bands hiding in the woods. They're ready to charge on out. With Loet Stroud activated to kind of rush in to cut off any escape from either Empire Knights or even these Dreckwall guncaps, they should win against everything except for the veteran swordsmen, which just have incredible stats at 61 and 81, with a bonus versus infantry as well. Let's see how much exactly they have. An 8 bonus versus infantry is pretty significant. Alright then. Enough ogling, let's get to the battle. We're going to start things off immediately by having you two start layering death on the Leopold's archers. You three go into melee and hunt down the captain. Ride them straight down. And then we'll have our Glade Guard move up into position with their bows. More like so, over and cut off any kind of flankage. Beautiful. The front line of shield men are going to take a ton of damage, but that's just going to be how it is. We're going to just start throwing down all of our skills and abilities here. Make sure the captain can't escape. And for our two, I think one of you has an extra ability there with the Sword of Anti-Heroes, so we can just get all of the extra damage on the Empire captain. As they move all forward towards us, we can throw in a hit of Shades. Like to fly on over and do some damage to those Death's Cap handgunners there. Death's Head handgunners. Move up, deal with those vector crossbows. Yeah, they figured out who our most dangerous target units were as well. Pull the Wild Riders back. Trees as well, go ahead and pull them back a little bit. The U3 can get up in the air. Throw a Penumbral Pendulum through this direction. Shay's doing really good work. Alright, Shadow Band, come on out of the woods there. Try to hunt down these units that are trying to come through. Close that gap. Put on the Smoke Bomb on anyone that's actually getting away from you there. Then U3, Dragon, go deal with the archers. The other two can go after the handgunners there. No problem. Deal with the last individual groups of archers, and then we can kind of maneuver to dealing with the normal gunners. Lost half their unit of this group of Way Watchers, but man, are they dangerous. Our Wild Riders didn't charge out of there at all. They've probably got that debuff going down since having them giving them all sorts of extra problems. We drop down the Withering over here. Scare off these units a bit faster. The Dragon is an unfortunate foe for anyone foolish enough to face them down. Let's go ahead and drop into a slow-mo and see how the battle's playing out. Now that the Spearmen have actually jumped into combat with the Swordsmen, using that high ground is going to be great for us. Shadowband moved in to engage by themselves, so they've got a potential to lose a lot of units here. We're going to probably want to come on out and get things reorganized. Eternal God. Throw down the Occam's Mind Razor for everyone up front. I'm going to throw a blast spell at these Empire Knights once that goes off, so we got 2 seconds to wait. You come on up out of there and throw some arrows of Kurnos. Same. Arrows of Kurnos to go after those Empire Knights. Scroll of Blast. We'll just throw it into the unit of swordsmen there. One down to stop them. We'll have both of our captains work together on their captain. Dragon go for the Soporific Breath into the back of these infantrymen. Should do great damage. Go up those run caps. Alright, he's starting to get shot at by some of these units that are coming on back. Go for the Overcast Penumbral Pendulum to rip down this line.
Our bows are yours.
Yeah, Wild Rider, you stay well away.
Blessing of Kurnos.
Just rip them to shreds. There are some individual units of the handgunners coming on back, so we'll pull you a little ways away. Even Overcast is to slow them down. We don't have quite the spellcasting potential then. We'll wait. On the Discord, we'll have to kind of come after, say this unit is the largest problem. We'll stop them from moving and we'll hunt them down there. Here we can go after those Empire Knights, who have been slowed. Our front line is almost worn out to
Awaiting orders.
No return there. Want to make sure we do get them back.
Hand of the forest.
You two go after the captain. Let the trees finish off the individual men that are coming on in. Perfect, he's taking lots of free damage from those archers. That's just going to be the way of that one. He's a large target, he's hard for him to dodge any arrows. Go for the enfeebling foe on the Empire Captain there. We'll have her charge into battle against the White Wolves. See about finish the one off. We are. That's the victory. Perfect. We're going to hunt down all of the rest of these men here. Sacrifices for Kurnos. You know how it is, and I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, they'll call it a close victory, probably because we used a lot of our ammunition and lost most of our wild riders there. That was a bit foolish. We allowed them to get dragged into the grunt caps, and they had a real bad time. Turns out, deer do not like fighting halberds. Who would have guessed? The electric count of Solon, though, has been soundly routed. Go ahead and send him on back where he came from, and we will abduct all that survive. We need the extra soldiers. Our spearmen usually take a lot of damage. We need some lads who are a bit more staunch than even the Wildwood Wardens. Need some new followers. Lovely.
Blade Lord, at your service.
And the new Sweet O skills as well. Which is perfect, because we are starting to move in towards the martial mastery portion now. We've got a lot of skill points spent on in. I think we are going to go for the Nature's Salve or Lightning Strike. Let me think. Or even Swift Fingers, because we could get even more magical items, which would be great, because we actually don't have enough for all of our soldiers we have. I think we'll go for this as we go. Let's grab Nature's Salve for now, though, for the additional corruption drop and control increase, as there are lots of forces of chaos on our doorstep. All of our captains need some help as well, so Datean in just on your martial mastery now. Fair enough. Let's get this all the way up to, I think I want it up to 90, and we'll start going on the defensive. Onward to Atalanta, who doesn't even have a single item at the moment. Same thing with Atalanta. Onward towards 80 melee attack. Actually, Atalanta, do we have any extra items for you? That's kind of the issue. We don't. We'll give you a Charmed Shield, which gives us an activated ability, which we'll likely forget to use. And then lastly, Otheodi here. Last but not least, our Shadow Singer. She does not have access to any of the goodies just yet, so we are still waiting with her. Otheodi. Oh, I guess we can grab Melkoth just for good measure. Sweet. Magic's all sorted. We will have to worry about the Norskins very soon. I think we do want to pull back into an ambush.
I
Can't. Alright, if you say so.
Blade Lord, your request is
We'll go to an ambush. We'll pull back a little bit closer to the Wrecker's Point. Do we get higher chance? 95% sounds great. Just in this little copse of trees here, which look a little bit blocky.
Can I offer assistance?
There are trees. We love them no matter how they look.
Listen to the
One more turn till this name. Well, once she's got one more turn and she's got a full suite of Blade Singers coming on in, we're gonna have to find her a new name. That's not gonna work for me. We also have another Lady Lord coming on in as well. We've got her in the camp stance, just kind of hanging out with some of the Winterheart guards, trying to knock down the corruption here in the Brass Keep. Her job, once we do have the extra gold in treasury and in hand, is going to be to come out and start helping defend against the onslaughts of destruction and chaos in the north. We would love to see Kislev kind of stand. They are starting to really lose some ground to chaos. Throg and Azazel working in concert. We know that the rats come on down from the mountains as well, so we need to be very careful. It does look like the Tsarina is in good stead. She just doesn't like us very much because of all the deals with Kastalton and Drycha. Such is the way, though. Come on up to find the next lord. We've got so many units that are moving on around now. Dehen also staying in Ulthuan to kind of knock down the corruption in Torfinu. After that win, we do actually have enough gold for some upgrades to the Glade itself, which I'm going to go ahead and throw in. I'll just pull down a little bit more. I'm going to have Ysalal come on over and perhaps throw down with the Red Duke, if need be. We do still need to roll down at least defeat the individual groups of little vestiges of the vampires that are pulling on out. And that will be the sister's job once their armies are back, and she has been fully replenished.
These are dark times.
These are dark times. Got enemies all around. Trying to figure out which lords we still need to be moved. I had this all planned out, but that all goes away the second the battle, or the episode starts on up. We've got Icarin moving in to finish off Skavenblight. I've kind of got him in camp between the two settlements, Skavenblight and Tobaro. We know they're in both. I would like to claim Skavenblight for myself and keep them in Tobaro and continue to sack it over and over and over again just to keep them down. That way we get the upkeep production for having a faction at war with, plus any of the factions that dislike yeah, Ticket's faction will like us more and more for sacking their lands.
The waker of trees.
Everyone's coming on over to help. Ariel's moving in. She's got kind of the same thing Croak does, where she can Nature's Wrath, damages the walls, buildings, and lowers the settlement level of target settlement. I'm not sure exactly how many turns it takes before we can use this again, but dropping the Massive Orcal's settlement level is going to be incredibly important for finally rooting the orcs out. Has not been an easy battle by any means. Alright, we've got everyone set on up and ready to go. Into Solea, I know you've got skills, you just gotta wait. You just gotta wait. Hero not moved, imminent rebellions, building upgrades, and we'll end the turn. I think I'm gonna come on over to just see what's up with Orion over in the Haunted Forest, where we will soon be wiping out all of the undead forces here. Get to it.
Guide my hand.
Were it not for the kind heart of the Lady Ariel, you would already be dead.
Alright, Noctilus, we tire of picking on lesser foes, so we are willing to broker a peace. Is that right? More like Noctilus is terrified and he is gonna get his graveyard burned down. Val's Anvil is under attack. Vil'jin and her forces should be easily able to see them off. We're going to take probably a fair bit of casualties. Hopefully that's all going to the settlement garrison, but we'll soon see. I think Vil'jin would easily be able to finish them off, but we will not fight this one just because that would be target practice.
We fight for LAURALORN's future.
One's pretty rough, but we will go ahead and abduct them and we'll probably replenish just fine. Alright, Reichland has come on in, and it looks like we did not actually manage to get the ambush off, but we do get the auto-resolve. I'm going to auto-resolve this one again, as we have plenty more battles ahead of us, and this just kind of finishes off one of our... What's the Electric Count of had Talabheim as well. Flaming attacks, more timber resource production in the local area. He just builds forests wherever he goes. We'll see you in helicopter, sir. Most of our front line's gone. We'll abduct those captives and... Alright, another attack. Morglum has attacked Paravon, headed up to the north. My thoughts are, can I do any damage to some of these units where we're in a better situation for the next one? Problem is we are in the forest here, so there's no extra walls or anything that we can kind of rely on. I don't think we would have much of a chance. We'll go ahead and let this one go. Unfortunate, but they take some damage too. Alright, Musalon has come on in to attack Isilal and his lads. We are in march stance, so we are going to be tired in battle. Just a bunch of Grave Guards, so it's going to be the Grave Guard versus the Treekin. Auto-resolve is going to be very kind to us, though. No, it wouldn't. We would lose our branch nymphs. Absolutely not. Alright, the most dangerous unit, let's find out. White King's got a bonus versus infantry, as well as the Sundered Armor ability, and then Heroic Killing Blow. We want to definitely keep them away from our Treekin. Drakenhof Guards also have an Armor Piercing and Armor Sundering, so they are going to be able to get through our front line pretty quickly. We are going to want to get our archers in safe spots to layer on that doom. Do it. Okay, so we have a ton of units here. Go ahead and grab our... This is the settlement garrison. And then we have 3 extra archers that are coming from our units. We'll grab all the archers, put them all grouped. All of the deadly Treekin, which will be our front line here. They've all got charge reflection, charge bonus versus, or at least charge defense versus large only. Okay, not quite as good as I expected. So not reflection versus large. They're kind of a anti-large tree, which fair enough. We'll set the tree cannon behind. We've got 1,000 supplies to start. I'm going to go ahead and throw in the trap here and the platform here. Drops us down to 400. We're going to go ahead and throw in the blocker. If we just throw in the platform, they may decide to go through it, but that would work out just fine. They don't have any ranged at all, but the Red Duke is flying, so let's keep Isilal and his branch raids nearby, as well as the Firebark Elder to kind of stop that nonsense. I won. one of our war dancers up front.
Ready for orders.
War dance behind.
Warriors of Orion.
And off to the side, we'll have the Glade Guard with those Hagbane tips. Really great, we don't have to worry about any enemy artillery here. Get set up in really advantageous spots.
Glade Guard. Archers ready.
It is incredibly difficult to break these Wood Elf forests without the help of artillery or really, really mean flyers. I don't know that our foe is actually wielding.
Defenders of LAURALORN.
Grab the other war dancers, stick them on in there. And any of our lads that are not currently thrown into combat, we'll put them behind. I'm going to throw the Infernal Guards here, here. So a unit to stop anything from coming through this position. We pretty much just get the guys out all over. Let's trees, figure out where they're all deployed. We'll have one of them set up over here in case anything goes goofy. Have the Zotes. I'm going to throw the Zotes in next to our Lord because they can give him a little bit of a regrowth as well. So set up top here. We've got a lot of troops. I'm not sure why the God of Resolve is so unkind. It must just be because we're tired. We do want to keep everyone kind of deployed. That way we don't have to worry about moving them all around. But honestly, the Glade Guard that we have not deployed, being the normies, we'll set them up over here. They can kind of rotate over and clear out. They like to send troops straight up this line with usually the cavalry. Thank goodness. We're good to go. Hopefully everyone is deployed. We've got an absolute ton of defenders. Let's get the Raise the Frozen Heart up front with our Lord there. Just add that Frostbite, so if anyone does decide to go after our Treekin Ancient, they are not leaving. Not on our watch. Alright, then everyone else. Anyone with a spear, I want you in guard mode. Alright then. Get this thing going. I'm gonna deploy you guys behind the Treekin. Works for me. Bring it on, undead scum. Kind of spells the Red Duke rockin'. We does have Wind of Death. We'll have to watch out for that. So let's redeploy some of the units here, so they're not right up on top of each other. They got behind. There we go. There's a lot of units headed our way. Slow and steady. Get both of you ladies on. Oh, they're already on the defense mode. Never mind. We're good to go. In march the skeletons then. Our arrows will start flying very soon. We're going to save up for the tier 3 archer towers in most cases. March is death. Over at the other end, it is the White King leading the fray. Slow down those Graveguard then so that he is way ahead of everyone else. Archers. Focus down the Graveyard first. As soon as they get into combat, we send the Treekin in. We are going to get some friendly fire in there for sure. Even non-intentional. Right, here they come. Blast apart those hounds. Put down the heals for everyone fighting. Go ahead and you guys turn. Everyone turn. Everyone throw yourselves in. Stop the beasts. Keep keep you well back. Let's make sure we continue to slow down the infantry teams coming on forward. You guys smash in White King. Give the resilience to Ice Rotot and her allies there. Yeah, the White King's gonna be huge issues. Really not much we can do about it though. Press through into the Glade Garden here, the Grave Garden again. On forward, so we're not dealing with anyone stopping our Glade Guard from firing. Blanket some shots down on those halberds. The Red Duke's staying back. I don't blame him. Or Awakening. We don't need to commit everyone to the fray just yet. We can kind of be a bit conservative with it. As they committed all of their cavalry right to start. Flaming Tree Cannon, the Ice Raids too. Oh, what happened to your rider? It's a horse game by himself. Winterheart Guard. All of our Dryads are not going to like to fight, especially as tired, but no matter how many losses we take here, we can recuperate pretty easily, whereas the Red Duke cannot. I'm going to grab the Tier 2 Arrow Tower. It looks like he's going to go straight after our Archer Squads, which is a fair... Ooh, there's the Wind of Death. That thing hit immediately. Rude. He's just gonna be a nuisance with his casting. Not much we're gonna be able to do about it. So he's gonna come on in and land like pretty soon. Go ahead and pull back, drop down heals.
Eternal Guard! Death to all!
We'll go ahead and pull back behind our defenses here.
Eternal Guard!
Didn't realize you guys had moved past.
They will die!
This unit here was completely unsure of what to do. Caused them some issues. Zotes go after the Red Duke. Who needs heals?
Your command?
Making of wood right here in the center of this nonsense. Enjoy. There's not much damage, but it slows them down and doesn't allow them to do what they want.
Straight away!
You can come over to the side here. May not be doable, but we'll try. That is as perfect as it gets. Except for these guys in their weird formation.
For the eternal realm!
Heap, let's get all of you blasting on those dire wolves. They should start crumbling pretty soon. Actually, turn and start blasting these skelly warriors as they come on up the main line. Yeah, there's absolutely no way they're getting through our line. Treekin did get stuck outside, but they're doing just fine. We'll send everyone else out to help. You two
Targets!
turn and deal with who's coming on up. Targets indeed.
Aim! Fire!
Let's go for a trap. And another one. And back to the Red Duke, who is getting decimated. Well, there he goes. I guess he tried his best. Wasn't enough, though. Give him the whip. I guess eventually our enemies are going to find out that LAURALORN does not fall easily. I can bring something much more elite than this. Let's see how those poor individual units are marching up the shooting gallery. Poisoned. Will be going extra slow. No way shields can, little tiny tattered shields can defend against everything there. I want to probably make sure that the Drakenhof guards are getting blasted apart. Alright, you guys, everyone, turn. Let's go ahead and blast these armored lads here. We can go up and stand in the trap a little bit. Have you guys go around. Charge in. We don't want them touching our Glade Guard if we can help it. Interesting spread out attack here we've got going on. They're in single file line. Get on in there. We're winning so handily that I don't think there's any reason not to just dive in. Zotes, let's drop down your heal where we can. Who really needs it, though? I guess our war dancers.
Our bows are yours.
Come on over. Everyone needs to work together on the Drakenhof guard there. They're getting blasted apart. Some rather dope looking capes, though. That can't be easy to get around. Imagine trying to sit anywhere. We ruined the upholstery. As we are currently doing with poison. Y'all willfully stepped on those spikes. I'm not sure if that's safe.
Bowman, ready.
Last apart those grave guard.
Orders. Drive back his undead balls.
Caught between a rock and a poisonous place. And then we just have to send these boys around and have them just kind of smash into those Drakenhof guard. No problem. Alright, the last of the enemy is disintegrating. You guys' leadership is incredible. And victory. Alright, we only ended up losing 134 in the battle, where auto-resolve thought would be Pyrrhic, we would lose the entire settlement garrison. Nonsense, I say. We'll go ahead and release those that remain, which is what, just a few Graveguard due to the dead rise again. There's no undead corruption here, and still they get, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a hero back? That's pretty impressive. Rebellion, you say? Well, either way, the forest looks like it is looking fantastic. Stole a dragon helm and an obsidian amulet. None of those things were any good, so I understand why they didn't help you win. All sorts of lovely new things now. Compliments being passed out left and right. Eternal Guard Commander, Commanders of the Eternal Guard, the finest of the finest. More leadership for your Eternal Guard, who are nigh unbreakable anyway. The Royal Standard Bearer, Force of Shalon was looted for 4,000. We'll be coming for you with our deep pockets. Carcassonne is under siege again, is it? Well, Huglug, you're very brave. Frolin is ready for duty. And the technology has been researched. Wisdom of the Eagle Lords. The great eagles of LAURALORN carry news of distant events. We needed to make sure we had a vision. We'll figure out the right word. Vision over every single magical forest in the entirety of the world. LAURALORN must see all. We also get more resistance and armor piercing for all of our Great Eagle units, which we don't have that many, but I'm thinking we're going to get a lot of them over with the Sisters of Twilight. Eagles shall fly. Winds of Pain are active. I'm really needing for the Wild Hunt to activate again. Ritual of Rebirth seated. That's an awesome bit of art. I would love this for wallpaper. You have successfully completed the Ritual of Rebirth, healing the world roots beneath LAURALORN Forest and granting it glory and sentience once more. Big angry tree now. The Norscan raiders will always be compelled by their dark gods to raid and pillage these northern lands. With the strengthening of the world roots in this region, they now risk the wrath of the Azrai, and the powerful spirits now return to dwell amongst the glade's boughs and branches. You get 5,000 treasury. Deep roots are cleared, so our cooldown has been reduced for all the deep roots teleportation by 5 turns. That halves it for the moment. And then we've got abundant growth, so the roused tree spirits now lend their aid to perpetuate the forest cycle of lives and death. Life and death. We get 10 extra growth, 5 control, and then extra leadership for all of our dryads and Dreekin. Our precious amber, our first amber acquired. And this is how you gain your kind of specialized technologies. So, for the first one we are going to be purchasing, Wisdom of the Pine is for all of our Treekin. The Willow gives us a bit more missile resistance and casualty replenishment rate in foreign territory. This is really good. Diplomatic relations with all factions at 30% more ammo. Fair enough. Uberry Infusion for all Dryads and Treekin, so it allows them to be poisonous. Or they imbue that to someone else. Interesting. Reload time reduction plus 10%. That's almost why we will be grabbing the Wisdom of the U there for that reload time. Recruitment duration minus 1 turn, huh? Alright, now as I'm looking at these, I think the Wisdom of the Poplar is going to be, we go for 20 extra growth, and then it drops our recruitment duration for by 1 turn for all of our units there. Minimum of 1, which is fine. 1 turn is entirely fine. Let's grab the Wisdom of the Poplar. Spend our well-earned amber. We've got armies absolutely split into 2. Ah, an interesting strategy.
How can I
See if it pays off for you.
Your request is
We'll have several armies coming on up to try to crack on into LAURALORN now. We really need to deal with these. So it starts now. Alright, so Daith, we'll send you and Durthu in together. Decisive win. We'll head this one off to the auto-resolve. Lose almost nobody, 160. We'll go ahead and abduct those that remain. Just keep the momentum. Falls Anvilsmith. Aqua was slain. We need a Brass Cleaver. And some more Plague, which is unfortunate. Alright, Daith and Durthu versus Zalthothios.
None shall.
Zalthothios? Woodseer. Good for you. Sea trees forever. Audacious, more lovely items. As well as a terrifying mask of E. Oh, perfect. Daith the Blind is now super terrifying. Durthu, I'm gonna have you. We're gonna bring Daith and Durthu both up. Ambush stance.
To your request.
Next to the Waterfall Palace, we have a 100% chance to succeed. Let Durthu come on in to actually sit in the Waterfall Palace. We can actually recruit in some more tree-kin. He's just gonna have an army of trees. So 1, 2 more trees, and then 2 more branch raids. Because really, that's all we need. Just a wave of tree-kin. Didn't actually drop how long it takes for global, so it's just regular recruitment, which will be good for our elite tier units. Crag calls of Findle can go up to the next tier. I definitely am going to.
I weave the living
7 more turns,
forest.
so the Oak of Ages is thriving. Man, we are closing in on the Ritual of Rebirth here.
Listen to the sounds.
Right, Adaith, you are back. You are terrifying. We're going to send you over to the Massif Orcal. Go between Canal and them. I don't think. Let's see where they can actually move to. That's in normal. Morglum has got some legs on him.
The forest speaks.
Move still into our territory, but able to purge
I will
Canal.
go.
Her army is incredibly elite, except for these Eternal Guards. Let's not look at them. One of these things is not like the other.
May.
Oh, really? You would slay me? You were really gonna make me fight this one so I don't lose my Waystalker? Uglug is not even on a mount. He's gonna be real slow. Sons Boys, 4 Riders. I guess they do have the 2... Oh, the Catapult's got a name. Blazkak Legbiter. Alright then. I don't really want to lose a Waystalker for no reason, so let's dive on in. Okay. Since we actually attacked them, we're out of the field. That would make all the sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's dive in and do this proper. How fast are your Dark Forest Spiders? 84 to our 100. How about the Black Orcs? 85. Hide them. No. This is why you look at the map before deciding to attack. I think we'll be just fine. We do want to be a bit careful. Waystalker, I am going to have him go well off to the side. I'll have him defended by a single unit of War Dancers. Let's go Poison. Let's go Glade Guard with a Starfire Shafts. We'll kind of get everyone all set up. Since they're not complete units, it's a bit funky, but it'll be just fine. We'll throw you guys kind of behind. We'll have 1 unit of Poison on one end. Poison just to slow them down. pull them over. Getting them to attack different areas is a good idea. You have the trees up front. Eagle does not have Vanguard deployed, but that's alright.
Orders.
Wardens. Guard.
Awaiting orders.
Are there ward answers? So let's grab all of the infantry here. These two guys. Since we have a very small amount of troops in each unit here.
Eternal guard.
Spell Weaver ready.
So very thankful she's riding around on a horse. 100 speed means she is very fast. We'll have to just keep her up front. Dryads. What's there?
Deepwood archers.
I guess I didn't give you guys a
Eager
unit.
and ready.
Whoops. For the bind.
Deepwood infantry.
Kind of like so.
For the eternal realm.
Alright then. Grab you, put you with the archers.
Guard.
You two with the infantry. Single
Spring
entities.
will come.
Let's get them.
A necessity.
Put on in. Looks like the spider riders are going to try to shut down our skirmish cav, which I guess fair enough. We need to keep you well away from the trees.
Magic is mine.
He's hidden for now. We launch those arrows of Kurnos on out. Eagle, come on over the top. I mean, you do actually have artillery advantage, so let's go ahead and pull back. There's no reason for us to get blasted apart by his artillery there.
Dream of trees.
He dreams of trees. Go for it. Quickly.
I will find
There we go. There's the Soul Stealer. We can go for the Chill Wind as well as they try to follow. Kind of rips through the line there. Move on in, start getting some poison arrows. We are getting blasted a bit here, so let's move into the forest.
Your orders.
Waystalker, move up, start getting some shots on the Black Orc Riders.
Weaver repositioning.
Now, as you say. Go.
Awaiting the call.
For a... Interesting. So they're just going to chase our skirmishers.
Ever ready. Quickly.
See if it pays off for you. We can throw it on the Blade Wind just in the middle of these guys as they run.
Ready to weave.
Yeah, that's no good.
The forest
That's not fun for anyone. You guys move in and help out with these spiders here. Eagle's dealing with the Doom Diver.
sent by Isha.
We can go for another Soul Stealer, get some more health back.
Weaver of faith.
Keep moving.
To the fray.
Let's have archers on this end. Turn and help out.
We understand.
I shall go. Nothing to lose.
Alright, Waystalker, you need to leave. You have something to lose.
Archers ready. Fire. Our aim is true. Quickly.
With haste.
Keep moving away.
Orders acknowledged.
Oh, they're in skirmish mode? No, they're not. They just got pathing confused.
At speed.
Or perhaps they gave orders to the wrong unit.
Right.
Faster.
Go ahead and, where's my Dancers of Loek?
War dancers.
She got caught. Go ahead and run. Probably can't survive 1 or 2 hits from a Savage Orc War Boss.
Spell Weaver ready.
What is Word of Pain? Drops their melee attack. Do it.
Blade rider.
Run, Glade Riders, run.
Straight away.
And don't let them leave.
To the fray. Orders. At
Don't let them leave. The rest of those orcs got butchered.
Awaiting orders.
Bring yourself on over.
Nature.
Really doesn't like our skirmish cavalry. Well, they managed to catch them. I'm not sure why they're running so slowly. You guys have 69 speed, we have 100. Alright.
Quickly! Spell Weaver ready.
It could be because we're trying to turn them, but I don't know why they're so much slower than the orcs.
Quickly! Moving
Drop down
now.
the Word of Pain. I'd like to try to get the Soul Stealer. I'd like to get the orcs in it as well, but I don't think it's going to happen. Keep chasing them down, trees. Those are the fastest orc boar boys there ever was.
I hear the forest.
Slow them down a bit.
Ready for orders. Five
Eagle can come on in and try to hit them from behind. All of our archers as well. Word of Pain to stop his melee attack.
End them! I
Bring them into melee attack mode. There we go. We might lose these Eternal Wardens here, but I think that'll be just fine. Keep chasing down those spiders.
straight away!
Oh, I might lose my eagle. Oh, it would be a bit sad. Oh no, they flee just in time. Lovely. Well, that breaks this army once more here. I'm gonna do what I can to kind of chase them on down. I've got the Hagbane kit to do a bit of damage before the rest of them flee, and I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, they give us a decisive victory. Huglug's forces are sent packing. We did lose the Eternal Wardens, but they should be coming on back. Thankfully, the Great Eagle survived just with the sliverest of health. Let's go ahead and abduct.
Ariel requires this.
Thank you, please.
Wood elf spell.
I just wanted to stop us from recruiting in the Glade Guard. I understand. Rude. Yeah, we'll just try again. Or Glade Guard to hold the line.
The woods await.
Nothing serious. We have this the extreme armies coming on over, the serious contenders. Alright, Rotrolio, I think we should just continue to make sure your spellcasting is maxed out. So the Word of Pain Overcast is an increased attack on melee defense as well, so it's a really nice debuff. We'll grab Doombolt as well. Just get all of her spells all sorted.
How can I assist you?
The waker of trees.
And you yourself gain some points for your part in the defense up there in the north. Go ahead and grab the Wonders of the Forest, followed by... Just grab the Flesh to Stone.
I weave the
Drop that down on Thilvakus whenever they're in trouble. And then a Shield of Thorn as well. Shield of Thorns.
Can I offer assistance?
Many, many skill points to pass out. We will go for... I think the Swift Fingers. Get all his blue line. Since we do actually have the opportunity to do so in Radius, since you get 2 points per level up instead of just 1. Blade Captain, yep. Onward towards 90. Same thing with Atalanta.
The forest has
Yodi still does not have the Martial Mastery opened up, so we have 8 points just sitting here. We'll be ready to go once the
These are dark
have opened up.
times.
8th. Probably a good idea, Dave, to make you faster. Above 100 puts you above most light cavalry, and this will get you above most kind of beast units, which would be great.
Glade Lord, at your service.
Blade Captain Tala, who is on a great stag, I believe. You're on an eagle. Definitely need to make sure your attacks are good and proper then.
You need me?
Get in. Bottomless Quiver and the Endurance of the Oak.
Proud son of LAURALORN.
So the Lurin will give you just your 2 passive bumps to replenishment and growth there. We'll Grab Smoke and Mirrors and Evasion.
Proud son
Back over to Otheodi for no reason. Isolal. Give you the Rain of Spines for reload reduction for your squad, and Skin of the Woods, which gives your Treekin units 20% ward save. Like speed for Elven units too, so we want to make sure we combine archers with the Treekin. It could be a good idea. This is melee attack. Dance of Loek to keep his Treekin safe, since he's going to be kind of wading through hordes of the enemy for the most part. And then we'll grab the final point into Growth of the Forest then. Alright, and after 10 minutes of applying points to our mini armies, let's come on back up north to LAURALORN Forest, where we have completed the Ritual of Rebirth. Now we can go on in here and grab the unique building, the Verdant Heart of LAURALORN. Forest of LAURALORN is home to a thriving enclave of elves that refuse to leave the old world at the conclusion of the War of the Beard. I think we already had Awakened Forest attrition, but I mean, if this double, triple layers it down, I'm happy to see it, as well as giving us a nice bump to Waystalker recruit rank and a nice little grip of items for trade. Eesh. Let's grab the Azrai Armory in LAURALORN. I do think we want the Eagles to be defending. We get the Grapevines to make even more money. We are making so much income. Let's get some better infantrymen. Let's come on in and grab the Eerie here to get up to the Forest Dragon coming on in.
I weave the living forest.
Awesome. So the ritual has been completed. We have to wait to do another one. I don't think we have any other of the forests that are close enough to Ritual Rebirth status. Gainvale being the closest. We're getting there, though. Now that we have vision over all of them, we know that Orion's camp is being held by the lizard men. Which I don't like to see.
Hi, Elven Archmage.
We might have to do battle with Krotgar for claiming the forest. I also wanted to try to avoid fighting with Itza too, but they have claimed the Sacred Pools. Likely because they just confederated up with the wardens of said Sacred Pools.
All hail Kurnos.
All hail Kurnos. We gotta find Oxyatl if we can. Bring the other Eternal Hunter of Chaos in.
Serene Nestra.
Tempestuous arrow.
Treated, it looks like, or they are in an ambush stance, so we are going to
Can't be done.
see which of the undead settlements here will be easiest for us to bring down.
That is forbidden. Don't be
We
a
neither
fool.
have a very good garrison. We have a lot of
The
flyers. Let's go for it.
Sisters of Twilight.
I think we need to make sure we break them now.
This is a thin joke.
It is not a thin joke. You should be able to hit them no problem.
I have better things to do.
Okay. Sisters of Twilight apparently do not wish to do battle with the undead. We got the attack. I saw the attack for a second there. What's going on? I know it wants us to land before making the attack, but it's not even letting us. I know we're able to attack from the sea.
Duty.
Adventure.
Duty and adventure. Might have to break them from behind first. Finish off this poor fool here. Subbed in for the Red Duke. Doesn't have what it takes. We'll take the kill on the captives for a bit more experience and a False Amblesmith. The more of those we can get, the better. Send him up to the Griffin Gate. We will fix this one up as well. Probably hand it back to one of our High Elven allies. That's walls, gives us some Eternal Wardens. As soon as we get the Deepwood Scouts with the Swift Shiver Shards, real hard to break our line. Want to go for the upgrade at Torsori? Probably not yet.
Proud daughter of LAURALORN.
Dehan. Getting in those Waystalkers with the Swift Shiver Shards is going to also be pretty key. For her group, I'm going to grab the Wild Riders of Kurnos. Grab 2 of them and then 2 Great Stag. counter Slanesh's cavalry with some very heavily armored, very heavy hitting mean boys. Throw in the Trapper's Den as well. Love to see it. Wolf 1 is mostly controlled by us at this point. Small pocket of Slanesh still. Huge pocket of Undeath. We'll get to clearing it. Tala, come on back up. Hit the Hag Hall. Would not be surprised if they're in ambush somewhere near here, but it's not concerning enough. Get this back under our control. Foolish undead. Drop those items on in for the next battle there, and then we'll occupy Upper Hearthland. The audacity. Beautiful.
What do you need? How can I assist you?
You can assist by Keepers of the Grove, Treekin, Zotes. I think we want your blue line upgraded, so let's come on in and grab the Nature's Salve is probably a good one. Into open branches. More growth and more recruit rank. It also gives you more global recruitment capacity, which is pretty cool. Each Lord you upgrade is going to increase your overall ability to field more troops, which is awesome. Elder Scout, Eternal Guard Commander. Forest Spirit for the layered up leadership debuffs that I'm not even sure if they actually do work. Val's Anvil Smith for more armor. Royal Standard Bearer for more movement. And then, yeah, I think we do have some Azrai War Drummer or War Dancers in here, so we're gonna grab the War Dancer Drummer.
Highborn.
Then we won't give him the skills. Okay, so we'll grab Eye of Kurnos and the Arrow of Kurnos.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Cattle Pastures, and then we'll grab also the Trapper's Den for that growth. We'll layer up as much growth as we can.
Bring the blight.
Rose, it's time for you to be
For
defeated.
the king and queen in the woods.
Indeed. Okay, so her... Do we really worry about the north, or do we allow Katep and the Dawi to kind of fight that one on out? Eventually we may need to bring our swords to bear against Malekith, but for now I think we just let them fight that one on out. Let Katep and his forces do battle up here. Usually Katep is also fighting against... Yeah, it's a huge three-way brawl, so we can just kind of stay out of it and start working on Marathi.
Growth and life.
March. Come on to these crossroads here.
Forest shaper.
These crossroads here. I try to get Marathi to come on in and sneakily take down Viljan. That would be awful. Sweet business. So how can I get the sisters over here to White Peak then? They can look how far they can go. They can easily land on Torian Rock and attack the settlement. Did you get the angle right? I saw a blade for a moment.
Haste is required.
Actually not.
Even Ariel could not.
See, and I disagree with that because you can definitely attack from the water. Man, that's frustrating. Because now we're gonna have to sit a turn on her shores, and we can't even land.
Our time must not be wasted.
I agree.
Nature's own shortcut.
Huh. I don't know what's going on over here. We can't even land.
Not a chance.
What do you mean, not a chance?
say
There's
you,
something wrong with
sister?
their
I say
movement.
no.
I say no.
When do we fight?
Let's come out of the
Only
settlement
when
and see if we can't
necessary.
fix. There we go.
To battle, sister.
It's time. One more fight here with the Sisters of Twilight. So it says we are going to have a close defeat, huh? I disagree. These treekin can tear down the walls, and we have our archers to blast them from afar. As long as their tower defenses are not as good as they think they are, we should have no trouble. Onward to battle. Okay. How to best bring down this settlement? Start deployment. I think we attack from over here. Because we can send the sisters and all of the Hawk Riders up and over the walls with pretty much no stopping them. How many towers over here? 2. I think this will be the better position to attack from. Okay, so let's set up. Got the Azrai War Dancers as our front line. They've all got the Woven Mist to keep them safe on the way in. Really like to use the Branch Wraiths as sneaky ambush unit. Oh, and we definitely can. That's great. Okay, then we'll have archers as 1, flyers, Treekin. I'll enjoy this. I'll have you guys up front. I'm going to shield those war dancers. Grab 2 different parts side by side. There we are. And then we can throw in the archers. Behind them.
Warriors of Ariel!
And the Deepwood Scouts kind of off to the side. Hawk Riders. Just a wave of Hawk Riders. Keep them a little ways away from each other so they're not tripping on each other's wings. One of you is on a pony, so you need to stay up front.
Raid Captain!
With our Waystalker.
Captain ready!
Put you ladies over into the Talon of Dusk mode, which has... Oh, you drop armor with Talon of Dawn. Intriguing. Keep it in mind. You 2 ladies. Front.
To arms!
Emerald Pidgeot maybe is going to be pretty good here. Anyone not deployed? Not that I can tell. Battle begin. So the sisters in first to
Ringing harmony! Seizing the position!
start causing some problems. I could just send them into melee. Have to start taking down this tower up here. Oh, Spirit Leech, how rude.
Raid Captain!
Go into melee and help sisters take down this tower. And we'll just have all of the Hawk Riders. Oop. All the Hawk Riders do the same. Kind of fly up and over. Freakin'. Smashing into those gates. You 2 kind of move up, start launching arrows at the zombie pirate mob on the walls.
Glade Guard!
Ladies of the Mist.
Our aim is
Your way forward.
yes!
Deepwood Cavalry!
That's working out. And so many Hawk Riders. I don't really want to throw them into melee though. Although let's see how well they perform. No time like the present. Alright, sisters, come on back around. Reaming Cloak summons a unit of Deepwood Scouts so we can just drop some guys back here in the back. I mean, I'm tempted. Oh, here come the bats. How amusing.
By Orion!
Sent by Orion. Can't see how many times you can use the Dreaming Ring. Didn't do too bad on the charge. Let's go ahead and pull them out, though. Find out. There's so many of them, so it's hard to actually get them out of the fight.
Raid Captain!
Funnily enough.
I will go!
Dive on in. Sisters, let's go ahead and pull you out. No reason to waste your dragon down here. I'm scared of friendly fire damage with our hawks.
With haste!
Hunters!
All out of melee.
Armed and ready!
There we go. It took a little bit of damage. We can probably heal that up pretty quickly, too. Trees are in.
As you command!
Silent sentinel.
Have you launch some good old friends of those skull rammers, sailors there.
Waiting orders.
You can go ahead and do the same on the bloated corpse. Sisters, go ahead and land on that bloated corpse. Would like to not have to deal with him anymore. We have to be a bit careful because he's in with all of the rest of the enemy units.
For Our Lady.
I think we did get a lot of friendly fire damage in there.
Riders ready. Yes.
Now, come on down just a little ways.
For the weave! Blade Captain!
Or the weave. Managed to dodge all of it.
Dauntless Azrael!
Alright, Azrael, move on in. Let's take the walls.
Azrael, climb! Armed and ready! Faster!
Release.
Eliminate them.
At pace.
Alright, now we sit. Oh, it's probably a good idea to leave them back in the forest for a little bit longer because it looks like they definitely know all of them, or they're there. We'll send the other treekin all the way around to the other walls there as we get through. Sisters, you and the captain here in melee. Come on down to jump this Admiral Fleet Captain. She thinks she's tough.
Twilight!
Brave Anathrema. Dragon's Breath. Oh, you poor fool.
Fire.
These two Hawks we're going to throw into melee and chase down... Well, actually, bad idea. We'll have them go after
Attack.
the zombie pirate mob when the other in there. You Hawks, melee mode, take down this group of towers.
Blade Captain!
One away for just a second.
Pressing on Kurnos! Captain repositioning!
Captain repositioning.
Bowman ready. Let fly.
Really don't want those bomber mob to get in on any of our troops there.
For Kronos.
We understand!
Get them into the mode that allows them to actually do some good damage in melee. We'll send the branch raids in as well. Get up on top of those walls. I'm impressed with the speed at which they're getting more of those spirit leeches off.
Orders!
We will not be sitting them up on top, so if they
Ready!
pull down, let's make sure we respond as well.
Blade Captain!
Blade Captain, pull away just a bit there.
LAURALORN. Swiftly. Cavalry.
Eliminate. And drop down the no, you're not going to run away on this group here. And then the other unit of war dancers, we can send in.
As you command! It shall be done!
Woven Mess was really keeping them safe from any kind of nonsense there. Blast. Brave Anathrema up top.
Yes! Armed and ready!
With haste.
Starfire shards are moving up into goofy positions, so we'll just kind of set them up where we can then.
It will be done.
In Spring's name!
Alright, ladies.
Sisters of Twilight!
Go deal with Estelle there.
Blade Guard!
Not sure why you got out of that fight, but give them a hug.
Your command. Now. All done ready.
Come back around and actually go after the mortars. I just realized they are probably been laying waste. Well, they're not doing much damage yet.
We stand ready. Go. Orders.
They're disintegrating, so we'll come up and around. Told you to dive into melee, but I guess I also gave them the
Me. So I have
other orders, so that'd be why.
my
Makes full sense.
duty.
Starting to fire on through.
Waiting
They
orders!
think that's gonna work.
We never miss. With haste.
I will go!
Go ahead and throw the pendulum up this pirate mob line here.
Blade Captain!
Blade Captain, I'm gonna toss you into melee. Oh, we haven't actually got the gates down. They just open them up to attack us. That's always fun when they do that. Heals on the trees. What on earth are the Glade Guard doing?
We are tireless.
Besides making me disappointed.
For Kronos.
End them!
Rip them apart.
Guided by the weave!
Your command.
Alright, you two Go ahead and take down this tower, because apparently the towers can come back just apparently every couple seconds. So we'll make sure we're stopping that nonsense. Sisters, we'll switch you back over into proper mode, and let's go ahead and summon in the Glade Guard now. Right in the back of enemy lines.
Bows are yours.
Well, it's Deepwood Scouts. That's much better than Glade Guard.
Cavalry.
Hand of the forest!
Bloody battle!
Swift. Go. Let's
Very
see.
clever. Handgun mob hanging out together. My branch rays got up on top of the walls, but they didn't do much afterwards. In fact, let's stay down here. Oh no. Stay up top. Those branch rays are going to take a lot more damage than they need to. Freeze in. Or you can slay the better. We'll go ahead and give them heals on their way in. And then we'll just drop down the Penumbral Pendulum. A lot of explosives.
War dancers!
Interesting. Those war dancers took a lot of damage.
For LAURALORN. Dauntless.
Alright, let's go ahead and layer some death on these pole arms here.
Hunters.
Perfect.
Sons of Kurnos.
Dive on in. Let's go ahead and weaken these Skullrimmer Sailors.
No.
Off the side.
At once.
We are getting shot by the guys on the wall, which is not exactly what we're here for.
Captain!
Stop those. Man, we lost a lot of the poor ladies to bombs.
Right.
Bombs are dangerous, turns out.
Armed and ready.
Ignore the one unit. Send the Sisters of Twilight up. Drop the heals down on. What said? Drop the heals down on them.
Defenders of LAURALORN. Cavalry.
I deal with these zombie pirate decks,
Ride them down.
also known as target practice.
Children of LAURALORN.
It is destined!
Oh, she's up on the walls. Well, that's not the best place for you, but I guess we'll take it. Waystalker, throw yourself into the fray. Brave Anathema down on the Skull Rammers.
Archers ready.
Archers are struggling a bit. We'll have the Deepwood Scouts go up and around.
Ever ready. For LAURALORN.
Branch raids are dangerous, man. Melted through this unit like they were made of butter.
Hunters.
More Prey of Anathema. Who do we need this on? Probably the Skull River Sailors with the pole arms.
In Dawn's name!
No. Straight away.
Up top, you can pull these hunters on away.
Cavalry.
All it took was extreme amounts of mobility. And the undead didn't stand a chance. They should start disintegrating very soon. Heals going down on the war dancers over here that really need it.
Bows of LAURALORN.
The Street Kid have been fighting in the gatehouse entire battle. Absolute champions.
Glade Guard. Fast up. Weapons loose. We grow restless.
Let the disintegration start taking its toll. You've got a little bit more ammunition left, so might as well expend it. I think we've got them. We'll just keep these archers moving through since they're very expendable. Just gotta sat them up on top, thinking that we would move to stop them.
Lady of Lauren!
Beautiful. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let these boys disintegrate on down to nothing, and I will catch you all back at the campaign map. 4,000 zombies marched out to defeat us, and 4,000 fell. 800 of our own only. We were extremely outnumbered, but man, does it not matter. Sisters of Twilight being an absolute unit, AC 130 flying around on Kaithan Har. Incredible. We could raise it for so much. We're gonna go ahead and just capture this as is. It's got a gold mine, and it should be at least tier 3. Hopefully. We've gained the pirate hunters, so criminals can be no more tolerated on the seas than on land. More attack while fighting at sea, which would be great for finishing off the rest of these vampires. Hunting hound.
Itching for fresh battle.
Itching for fresh battle. Alright, ladies, we're going to give you the rally ability, and then come on over to the Forest's Roar. Where's the one for our Glade Rider? Oh, so she would be good with normal cavalry as well. Maybe just Zotes. Swift and Sturdy for extra charge bonus and missile strength for all of our Hawk Riders. Because the Hawk Riders actually benefit the most from this, because they get missile strength, charge bonus, weapon strength, and defense. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Ian, you're next. You need some more armor still, so let's go for that. We'll grab the Expeditious Endeavor afterwards. Waystalker. For you, sir, probably going to need to make you a little bit speedier. Since you are on foot. You're incredibly fast for a foot soldier, but keep increasing that, I'm going to. For Teveril, let's grab the Mark by Kronos and Kinbound Captain. And Band Captain for extra ammunition and charge bonus during forest battles. Spell resistance sounds great. Let's just go for the piercing shots. Finish this one on off first for that extra missile damage. Should be firing arrows just all the time as they go, so keeping that passive damage, because I consider it as passive damage, is fantastic. Shield of Isha, yes. Sure, leadership is never bad. Grab the evasion, so she's not as easy to bring down in a fight. And then we'll grab the secondary point to Pendulum, so it's just a bit faster to cast. After that, I think we start ignoring these and start working on purely just for melee potential. Awesome. Another tour under our control. Throw in the gold mine right away. 700 gold flat. Works for me. We'll have Yselal come on up and start claiming back Tor Dranil and stuff. I think we'll give Tor Dranil over to Alariel, as this is in Nagaryth. That should be no problem.
Can I offer assistance?
Oh, we need to get some military build. We need to get some more outposts in. So let's see if we can find a settlement that allows us to start recruiting some lads in from Alariel's troops. Oh, we just gotta wait. Never mind. It is simply a matter of time. Oh, happy day. Underworld Death Watch? Oh, they've got Mandalorians. So, Rothgar Spire, I'm not sure. Are you an important settlement? I don't think so. Probably I don't know. Let's kick on out of here. Rock Spire would be preferable. And it does not currently have one. So yeah, let's go for it. Clarok Spire. Right Shields of Marok, the Sandry Black Shields. So basically we're going to be switching over to a Doom King playthrough. Because the chosen Asaf archers, we just need to get the best archers of the best from every single faction. And gather the finest archers around. That outpost. Nordland, you don't have the best archers around, but still, since you own Marienburg, nah, that's gonna be one you lose. Salzenmund a safe position here? Oh, it is, yeah.
By Sigma's.
And if we give them some extra troops, that'll definitely be safe. This will also give us some more archers. Wolfart's hunters. And now I quite like the idea of putting together a army of all of the best hunters of all of the factions. Sounds incredibly thematic and cool. Okay, we'll come on into Hergate. We're just going to do some quick upgrades. I want to save a bit of gold because we have so many armies that need more soldiers.
I share the forest's thoughts.
You do. I need you to come on over to Dieterschaffen. Keep it safe. Whoa. They are preparing for another invasion. They've been all their Tzeentch aspirants. Luckily, no barrier here.
The forest has
Alright, Findle. Get moving towards Ornal.
at your service. Destroy them.
You have defeated Reichland at every turn here. And keep rolling them back down the hill. Annihilation. We will go ahead and just seed the settlement. No reason to sack it for kind of a paltry sum of gold. We're gaining so much just from an individual win.
These are dark times.
Indeed. Grab your point into Mentor, and then Swift Fingers. 15% more magic item drop chance and stealing chance. We are so close to 90. She has got to be just terrifying when she takes the field. It's like that Bleach thing when you're like, oh, the spiritual pressure. What is this spiritual pressure we sense? We'll go for, yeah, just a bit of gold over here with Thindle.
Glade Lord, at your service.
Thranduil, time for you to take down Weissenlund.
LAURALORN.
I think he is quickly closing for a battle with Karl. Although I don't know that I would like him to do so with his current army.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Alright, Thranduil.
Azray.
As I look at your team, I have no clue what the Emperor is
Not
fielding.
likely.
So let's go into an ambush.
Your orders are acceptable.
Right here into
Right
Reichland.
journey.
This action does not have my consent.
That's fine. Well, I'm going to come up and see if I can ambush you.
Do not take me for a fool.
I think an ambush, we at least have a very good chance of crushing any of his archers before they get a chance to fire back at our own. It's slightly weak Glade Guard. Oh, good. Azag's on his way. Oh, no. The Wa turns towards us. You need an army now. Let's go ahead and have you move to Hergig.
Finding pathways. Lady of
I
the
cannot
Glade.
wait. There's going to be an onslaught of fools coming down from the north here. We'll grab some Normie Glade Guard because we need all the arrows we can throw at them. Azag, we definitely going to need the Guardians of Adelwyth or their anti-large. Let's get rid of some of these guys in the meantime. 2 anti-large. Sweet. And because we have so many battles. It's already been almost an hour and 30 minutes, and I haven't even gotten through more than one turn. Alright, Orion.
I live to serve Arian.
He decided to turn around. Are you sure that's a good idea? Because all I have to do is come on in here and do this. And say, okay, well, we want another lord in here somewhere. I think who we are going to use to help us fight the ogres is going to be a Lore of Light spellcaster, because he has the Net of Amentok, which is pretty great for stopping a single entity like a Stonehorn and then getting him shot to pieces by our archers. So let's find the most upgraded. We've got Irarak or Stratthought once more. Let's go ahead and grab Irarak. They all are going to be a Glamour Weaver, so just allows them to have a bit of a drop in recruitment cost for all of the Treekin and Treemen units.
What do you need?
We need you to defend the Haunted Forest.
Proud son of
All
LAURALORN.
costs. We need you to have the Inspiring Presence, Shim's Burning Gaze, Exorcism. Pause Protection gives us a lot of armor and melee defense. That'd be great. Battle just makes you unbreakable. Please see this one. Makes it a extended duration. Not as necessary. Let's grab the Net of Amentok. And Pause Protection. Banishment, Time Warp, Greater Arcane Conduit. We're just going to ignore everything else. That's awesome. So in Radious, Greater Arcane Conduit does what for us? Basically the same as normal. So 60% more recharge and 10% more Spell Mastery. Which would be fantastic. His banishments are going to be real mean. Which would be awesome against the undead.
Lord of the Forest.
Okay, so how do we best make use of the enemy's territory? I think we go after the scrap towers. Let's go ahead and just hit the settlement.
Blood for
Bring Gunther
Cain.
on in. He has no choice but to assist. And we'll give this one to the auto-resolve. Beautiful. We will, if we sack the Hearthland, I don't know if we'll be able to turn around, but that's 4,000 gold, so I'm going to do it. He's a kidnapper. Ryan, the opposite of Santa. Goody, we'll turn back around and grab the scrap towers then, and this Hearthland belongs to us. Thank you.
Of LAURALORN.
Need the gold. All of the extra gold we can get. Irarak is perfectly fine defending the Haunted Forest alone. However, back in the Griffinwood, Dulceth needs some help.
Highborn.
I agree. We're going to give you to help out with the greenskins. I think it's best to just have some of these Wild Hunters of Kurnos or the Wild Riders. They do almost identical damage to your Grey Stag Knights, except for charge bonus. They've got about 10 less. But they have also almost double the models for the exact same stats. These guys are going to be incredibly scary comparatively to your Great Stag Knights. I'm going to grab 2 of the Wild Riders of Kurnos, and I'm going to attempt to grab some Sisters of the Thorn for this army. We'll see. If we can get this done in 2 turns, I'd be very impressed.
You called?
Alright, now back over to the Haunted Forest.
You need me?
I'll leave you how you're at.
King in the woods.
King in the woods, let's give you some skills. Skills in the woods. Swift Fingers, and I think he is going to go on everything else. Although making sure our control is good no matter where we're at. His melee attack and defense are actually not as good as some of our Glade captains. They have ascended. Let's grab Nature's Self. Make sure he's purifying things as we go.
The hunter.
Alright, Deliana, you're good on your normal skills. Let's come on over and start working on your defense.
Master.
Circe,
of
you
the
still have to
wild
wait.
hunt.
Such is the way.
I thirst for the hunt.
Todon, you've got 1 more point, so over into defense. Forgot. Trap
Yes.
towers will grab guard platform as well as the Trevor's Den. Sweet business. We are already starting to clear the Haunted Forest.
At your service.
Got lots to do, and we should start getting into some good deals with... Yeah, everyone likes us now. Flakwa, Itza, Kimri.
Volkmar.
Volkmar actually would like to trade. Okay, so, well, I thought about doing war with it, so I think we're going to keep the Lizardmen on our side. I'm just not going to assist them if they start taking damage or they start losing the tree, the magical forests. That way, we can claim them from them. It's kind of like they don't deserve them anymore. Your offer is a fair one, agreed. Trading with Itza sounds awesome. Love some Saurus for our front line. Kimri. Goobers. Are you at war with Blakwa? Blakwa is at war with the Lore Masters. We may have to come down and save the Lore Masters from the Lizards then. We know Teclis is kind of a turd, but he's still a cousin.
Never.
We'll grab Cetra then. Don't want you to have military access. You can stay down there in the south. We have an accord, Elf.
Chosen of Sigmar.
I think Volkmar is a good ally.
Only
Evil be banished.
He did get us into lots of good fights.
Do you know who I am? Vali?
Or the lady.
Lady grants you safe passage in these lands.
Fine.
Your knights will be of use to the King in the Woods. Awesome. You're starting to influence the world quite a bit more here. And we've got armies absolutely everywhere, and it doesn't even matter. Our income is untouchable. Let's grab the Craftsman's Tree over here. Just gonna spend the rest of our gold. And with that, I am going to be out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Subthon. I'll see you on the next one.